What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Holachek, and this is another session of Holo Sessions. And today's topic is playing in the rain. I literally just came up with this idea right now as I got to one of my favorite hiking trails in Natchez Trace State Park. And as I got here, I started seeing raindrops. And I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to shoot my video. But luckily it's not super bad rain to where I need to put my phone up yet, knock on wood. But just gave me the idea, life analogy, like when it's raining, are you gonna cover up and be all down about the rain, or are you gonna get out and play and make the best of it? I thought of that analogy too. I had a couple things come up too the past day or so with my vehicle where check engine light came on, and then just got a little crack in the windshield about a couple hours ago, and it seems like it was all happening at once. And although normal me would be pretty down about that, or trying to figure out how to get it fixed, and it's good to be proactive about it, but do you want to be in a down mood and let it weigh you down, or are you going to be proactive but still have a pep to your step, getting it done and just making the best of it? And that's something, like I said, I've had to remind myself about. The past couple months, I've had to deal with issues of finances and just a lot of changes, and it was getting me down. But going through all that now, I've just recently had some blessings show up out of nowhere, and it's stuff I've worked for. Finally, I decided once these issues with the truck start happening, I had these blessings come in before, so I'm not gonna let that get me down. I've been getting myself down for a while when things go wrong. I'll make the active choice to see the sunshine in the rain. So the sun comes out right as I'm making this video. A little brief rain it looked like there, just enough for me to make my point. But I just think along the lines of we're having trouble paying our bills, or we're dating somebody and it's not going as well with them, or they leave us for somebody else, or you're having car problems, or you're feeling lonely, you don't have anybody around. It is easier said than done, being in those situations where you're in the dumps and you don't know when you're going to get out of it. Trust me, I've been there. And just knowing that life is full of cycles. There's ups and downs. Down period could last for a little bit, could last for a while, but knowing in the back of your mind it's not going to last forever can be comforting. I've just noticed the more I focus on my problems, the bigger they get. Me, I'm a fixer, so I naturally will obsess over something until it's fixed. But I've had to catch myself on that and just let it go. You put whatever work you can into it at the time, but then you let it go once you've done all you can do. Don't beat a dead horse when it comes to it, but at the same time, try to make light, try to make see the positive side of things. And granted, I'm the last person that likes the toxic positivity thing where, just smile, it'll all be okay. Like when you're feeling down, I think that stuff's kind of cringe, to be honest with you. I do like the idea of just knowing that you're working towards it, towards getting out of whatever mess you're in, whatever problem that showed up. You're being versatile, you're bouncing back as quick as you can and not letting the setback drag you down. Now, sometimes a lot of setbacks will happen at once, and those also could be very well, God forcing you to sit still. That's what was happening with me. He threw a bunch of stuff at one time, so I had no choice but to sit still. And if that's the case, then definitely do that and reflect. In those moments, I don't think getting the problem fixed immediately is gonna happen, by doing and doing. It's those moments, you sit back and you let go and just try to separate yourself from the situation briefly. Get a better perspective of things. It reminds me of the movie Men in Black 3, where Will Smith is doing the time traveling with Tommy Lee Jones, and I forget the other actor who played the young Tommy Lee Jones. But A little log there. Yeah, something Tommy Lee Jones' character did even in the past, and then, you know, in the present time when he came back. Like, he was always going to go eat pie at the diner, and he's referring to the power of the pie. Like his granddaddy would say when you got a big problem, you know, you go eat you some pie, get your mind off of things, and come up with a solution. And I remember I did that with Will Smith, and you know, Will Smith was like freaking out, like, oh, we're about to die now, but whatever, we'll go eat a pie. And you know, eventually they just start chatting it up, and or something about the Met Stadium. It was the clue that he needed to figure out, and they figured that out just randomly by just sitting back and, you know, just chatting. That's something that's stuck with me. That whole movie, I love a lot. I watch constantly. It's just a reminder of, you know, you let go for a bit and step back. That's sometimes when you find out the answers you're looking for. I think that relates a lot to, you know, playing in the rain, you know, not taking the obstacles of life too seriously. And honestly, for me, that conclusion's come from a lot of obstacles hitting me at one time, and just getting to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm used to it now. So whatever, another obstacle will get over, but, you know, I decided now not to let that get me down, and I hope you decide that as well, with whatever you're going through. Through time, you build that tolerance, and you're able to tackle any obstacle that comes your way. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found any value in it, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Helps me get the message out to more and more people. With that being said, my name is Chris Holacek, and Holla is hollin' out.